All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. Thanks for joining the live update. Hope you guys are having a nice time. So, I just wanted to give an update concerning the bonus crisis that engulfed the Super Eagles of Nigeria in their camp. Of course, we know that was something that caused a little bit of distraction from the target, which is the match against Algeria on Saturday. So there've been a lot of people who have come out to give us assurance that they've sorted out the issue with the team. Talk about the NSC boss and also the NFF's boss, Alhaji Ibrahim Gusso, on the right of the screen, and then talk about Sheu Diko, the NSC boss, on the left. These people have given us some clarity concerning why the money has been delayed, and they are saying that it's not the problem, or it's not the fault from the NSC or the NFF, that it's uh, from the government, that it's due to bureaucracy. When the government wants to pay, it usually pass through a lot of processes, and that causes some delays. And they are saying that this is the reason why they've not paid the Super Eagles their bonuses. And we thank goodness because they've been able to resolve the issue. Uh, the NFF and the NSC, they showed the boys the proof that they've actually made the payment, or that the process of the payment uh, is already has already begun, and it's just remaining for them to receive their alert in their foreign accounts. And also another information was given by the Minister of State for Finance, who goes by the name Honorable Doris Nkiruka Ozoka. She came out to give a statement where uh, she told us, I think on an Instagram post, that everything has already been sorted, that the boys should be patient, and that they are probably going to get their money today or latest tomorrow. That was part of what she said in her statement, which I'm going to highlight on the screen here. So, from the look of things, we won't be having any of this issue, at least in the foreseeable future. But it's just so painful, to see that the NFF cannot internally sort out this issue of payment. How is it even possible that they don't have maybe like an accountant or a finance manager within the Super Eagles management that is responsible, for getting these kinds of information, for pushing these kinds of issues immediately the group stages games were played. I mean, he or she should be responsible for pushing these issues and making sure that it's sorted out before the boys start to worry. I think this is going to go a long way to kind of help the team, have a balance, and the boys to fully concentrate on what the most important thing is, which is of course going to play football matches and getting results on the pitch. Uh, but I mean, as it stands now, I still have to give kudos to the boys because they were really, really um, dedicated, even though they started, even after they, uh, went on the protest. I think that happened on Wednesday or so, Wednesday morning. But they still insisted and trained because I'm just getting the info now that they actually trained on Wednesday evening, even after the whole uncertainty concerning what was happening, whether the NFF or the NSC will heed to their demand of being paid their bonuses. They still came out to train, and then also when they got the assurance from these bodies, and also they were shown some receipts based on the reports. They they were now convinced that okay, no problem, we'll continue with the task. And they're chewing this morning as well, being Thursday, and we expect them to take a trip to Marrakesh, the city where they'll be playing that match against Tunisia. So everything looks good in the camp of the Super Eagles as it stands, and we don't expect any kind of distraction to come in their way anymore, because whether we like it or not, this is definitely something that will take away from whatever whatever preparations that they've done. It's obviously going to distract them. It's going to distract the coach from really having the minds of these players with him as I prepare for this very important game against Algeria. So this is basically what I just wanted to update on the live. So the boys are expected to arrive Marrakesh later today, probably in the evening, and then once that is done, they will hopefully, maybe if there's time, if they have the strength, if they are not tired from the travel. I don't know how long the trip is, but I think it's probably going to take them a few hours to travel from Fez to Marrakesh. So maybe they will be, taking today off and then start training tomorrow, which will be Friday, and then come out on Saturday evening to play that match against Algeria. So uh, this is what I just wanted to update you guys there. So it's very good news for the team generally, but I think going forward we'll have to have a way to really manage things well, manage issues well, because we don't need these kinds of distractions. I know some people are saying every time or anytime the Super Eagles has this kind of distraction, it usually the opponent usually ends up collecting a lot of goals. I've seen people cite the last one that we had that we experienced late last year, whereby they went on strike for the same reason of being owed bonuses, and then uh, came back immediately and thrashed Gabon 4 goals to 1. That was during the playoff of the World Cup qualifying series, and people are still saying that this is probably what's going to happen with this Algeria game. That Algeria should be Algeria, should be careful or should be wary, because Nigeria is going to come out with full force, uh, because this is what usually happens when they are being owed. But I don't think it's necessary. I don't think this kind of distraction is necessary. And Algeria is not Gabon. Algeria is a really strong side. They are a very different team, very organized. And I mean, we've seen the way they play. If you have watched their game before, you know that they are a very, very strong side. They are also a title contender. So we cannot be gambling or be doing superstitious with these kinds of matches, you know. But that is it. Thanks for joining to watch the live session. I appreciate every single one of you for doing so. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to drop any comment whatsoever on the live, I think you first of all have to be a subscriber of the channel before you know the comment session is going to be open for you to drop a comment. Um, that's that's what it's all about. But thank you guys, and have a lovely day ahead.